going to say this right. They wanted to make sure that when you go, they wanted to make sure the tag was close next to it for it all to mesh together.
No doubt.
I said, nah, it's there, bruh. It's there. It's there. It's there. So, Kiss, I seen a lot of I seen a lot of things. I saw one early, man, of when you were talking about, I know, and I want to know. I know Mary brought you to the Locks, to Bad Boy, to Puff. But who the hell brought you to Mary?
Her first cousin, J-Bop, was a part of our entourage when we was making demos, when we was rhyming in the lunchroom. He went to school with us. So he was our ace in the hole. We knew once we cranked out them right joints in the studio, and once we had a demo that sounded like it, we had him to pass it to. That was like our ace in the hole that we knew that we always had. Because he lived with our moms, actually. So it wasn't he's not going to see it. Once we know we got the right songs, get this in her hand, and that's how it went.
So, was it always just 3 members of the Locks? Was that always the group from the door?
It used to be just me and Sheik at first.
So how did y'all...
Then we put P in. We started rhyming in school. It became like territorial. It started off me and Sheik because our grandmothers are like friends. Our grandmothers lived next door to each other when we was like toddlers. So then after we started taking it more serious and we got to junior high school, we met P. And then through high school, we had the Warlocks at first. At first it was just me and Luch. And our original plans was the sign styles. But then when we did get the meeting and find out we was going to sign with Puff or go meet Puff, Styles was in jail. So we couldn't tell. We had to include him. We got another member. He's just locked up. He'll be out. So then, we just formed one group. We was really rapping together anyway, but, we didn't want to leave him out. So we included him in the deal while he was locked up.
So when it was you and Sheik, what was the name of the group then?
We had several names. We was Sean Ski and Jay Ski. We was the Bomb Squad. We was the Bomb Squad. Then we was the Warlocks. And then Puff said, drop off the war and y'all just gonna be the Locks. And y'all figure it out. Then we came up with Living Off Experience. But he just came in the room one day and said, take the war is off and y'all just the Locks and y'all figure it out. And we figured it out.
Yeah. Okay, so then, now with all of that going on, so then now back to Mary. I'm learning today, my brother. I was in Yonkers. When I was in Yonkers, I was on North Broadway.
No doubt.
On Glenwood.
No doubt.
I used to see the dog. There used to be that store across the street from the church that sold sandwiches. I'm not remembering the block. By the hospital. Yes.
You talking about land? No, you talking about
I used to see the dog there.
You talking about Steve's Market. They was famous for the wedges right on the corner.
Steve's Market. Yeah. Sorry, Steve's Market. You're right.
Steve's Market, yeah.
So then the dog used to... I remember seeing DMX once and he said, sorry. It was Wild. He said, I'm going to have a meeting next week because Irv Gotti just got a job at Def Jam doing A&R. And I remember that. And then he said, we'll see how that goes. Because I remember DMX had a song, Born Loser. Do you remember?
Born Loser, yeah. Chad Alley. Shout out to Chad Alley.
It was on an indie label. Okay, so then now what year are we talking? You and Styles. When are we talking?
Man, Sheik, that's early 80s, man, late 80s, late 80s.
All right, 87, 88?
Yeah, that's like that. That's when we first probably started experimenting.
So you know we talking Rakim, Coogee Rap.
All of that. All of that shit. Our formula was come home from school and go watch Video Music Box.
Shout out to Ralph McDaniels.
And then we'd write some rhymes after we watched Video Music Box. After it get us hyped up and we see who was the new guest for the week or the new music, the new song for the week. Go write some rhymes after that.
So, Kiss, I'm going to tell you something if you don't know already. You know there's one question that everyone, I want to make sure I do this right. Everyone. You're probably the most important artist to answer this question. Let me line this up right.
Uh-oh.
I know everybody likes to say who's their favorite rapper, and I'm going to give you a second. But I need Jadakiss. Not your 5, bro. Because the 5's too easy for you. Because you're going to slam Jay and Biggie in there. That's going to take up 2 spots. That's too easy for you. My brother, I'll give you a second if you want to. You
want to give you 10.
I'm gonna give you 10. You can't put yourself in.
No, what do you give? How many do I got?
10. You got 10. Not in any particular order.
I'm not gonna put myself. Never.
Well, everyone else is, so that's why I'm trying to not put
no particular order.
Now listen. I know you ain't been in my top 5, my nigga, but you've been in my 7. With my 7 and 8, you've been there.
Yeah, I don't get riled up with the list, Flex, because a lot of these artists, you got to be happy to even make the list. I got 20-something years in the game. To even be on the list is a blessing.
Because the list is really the best. It's the best of what's going on. There's so many niggas who don't make that list.
That's what I'm saying. You know that? And I know some dudes that wouldn't mind being 799 on the list if they could just make it, but they can't even get on the list. So, I don't get riled up. I'm going to give you my 10, though. Okay, now listen. I want to let me set you up right. No, it's no order. No order. Are we excluding the Rushmores? Or is no Rakim and Kane in them? They out of it? I think we should do the Rushmores. I think we should. What you think? They included. I always include them. Know what I mean? But all right, let's go. I think we should include no order. No order. Okay, let me set this up right. So this is Jadakiss's top 10 favorite people to touch the mic. That's a great this is what they want, my nigga. This is what they want. I see you on a zillion things that people never ask you. They never ask you. The 10. You always ask me this shit. Not the 10. 5 is too easy, Kiss. 5 is too hard. 5 is too hard. Because it's more than 5. 10, I love 10 though. I got 10. You ready? Okay, I'm ready. Big Daddy Kane. Okay. Coogee Rap. Okay. KRS. Okay. Rakim. Okay. What you want? Chuck D. Okay. How many we up to? That's only 6. You got 4 more left. Styles. That's 5. That's it? You're only up to 4. That's it. You're only up to 5. Nah, that's good. Let's recap. I know you said Chuck D, KRS, Kane, Rakim, G-Rap. 5. All right, now let's go. You got 5 left. You say get tequila, get regular shit. Yeah. Nah, no Henny. Henny is violent. Don't get Henny. No, it's violent. Yeah. So we got 5 left. Then it goes back. B.I.G. Okay. Nas. Okay. Hove.
Now let me just be so clear. These last two are niggas your most important. These last two right here?
Nah.
These last two? All right. You got 2 slots left.
It's 2 slots left. As I look at the last 2 slots, my last 2 slots, I gotta give it to Styles and DMX.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, I think that was a great list, Kiss. And since we did that list, right? You just jarred my mind of someplace else I want to take your creativity. What's your top 5 current? I want to say artists because, I think that 2021...
No, you mean right now. 5 right now. Dominant 5 of right now.
Dominant, the 5 that you like right now. That been out in the last 3 years.
The last 3 years?
Yeah.
Little Baby. The Baby.
Okay.
3 years is crazy. You shortened the time span. They might have even came out more than 3 years ago.
Yeah, but they, that's their peak though, right? So far the Baby,
Little baby, the Baby. See, I can't throw Dirk. Can I put Dirk?
Yeah, Lil Durk. 3.
Dirk. I like 42 Doug, and I like T Grizzly too.
I like 42 T Grizzly. Man, those are my favorite. I ain't gonna lie, my brother. Those are my favorites right now too. So you said Kiss's top 5 right now, this second, is The Baby, Little Baby, 42 Doug, T Grizzly. Who else he said, Ted? Oh, Lil Durk. Lil Durk I missed. Okay.
That's no particular order either.
No particular order. Since you jogged my memory, Kiss. Since you jogged my memory, but I might make this one a little harder. I'm thinking top 5 female MCs. Might need an order from you though, because I always you've seen, worked with a lot. Your top 5 lady MCs.
See, what are we gonna break that down? Because if you do now,
no. I mean,
because I don't want to jerk Rhapsody. Rhapsody can't get jerked. She gotta be in. She can be
I'm a big Rhapsody fan. When she came with a freestyle for me, I'm a big fan of hers. I like her music a lot.
No, she gets busy, though. She gets really busy. Like she can really put some shit together. Her brain is, and I like 3D Not T. And she ain't even signed or but she's incredible.
I'm Texas, she's fine. I don't know. She's from Texas. Tat told me she's from Texas?
I'm on that.
Her ball game is mean, kid?
Who, 3D Not T?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from New Orleans. She's crazy. And she's crazy and she be building studios and fixing a house and doing incredible shit. Like she put up a whole studio. She's incredible. You gotta check her out. But she gets busy.
So if you had, all right.
That's right.
Because all right, I'll give you this. Because there's a lot of female MCs. You want to go. Well, How about we take it? Because I see what you're saying. We might have to do a current, and we might have to do it back then. We only got 5, or you want to have 10?
Nah, man, it depends how you want me to answer it. I'm gonna give you 5 or 10. I'm gonna answer with that.
All right.
I'm gonna answer.
All right. Here. Top 5. I'm gonna keep female MCs with bars, man. Bars, because we got MCs, but you know, bars.
With bars?
Bars that impress you.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
You're not breaking it up. You just saying. You just. My bad. Came in. My trip.
In your trip, right? Yeah.
You gotta go Kim, Foxy, Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill.
Okay. What, so we doing 10? We doing 10?
Oh, you said 5?
5 or 10? 5 or 10?
I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5 with bars. Remy.
5 with bars. Okay, hold up. Let's go back. 5 with bars. Who's that?
Remy. Nicki. Kim. Foxy.
No.
Lauryn Hill.
Okay, that's 5. That's a mean choice, my nigga. I mean, what about top 5 right now? Female rappers right now, this second, today.
Right now, I gotta go Rhapsody. I gotta go 3D Nati. I don't really know. Oh, Dream Doll doing the numbers.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey, but it seems like the female rappers get rich and then they get low.
What about okay? I mean, I think I think
she's like a all-around star. Like I got her more a star status than just, you know what I mean?
I would put Mulatto.
Like a star.
What's the other one? I would say Mulatto, Kiss. I would say Megan.
He didn't really say.
Yeah.
I would add Mulatto to that. I would add Megan Thee Stallion to that. What you think?
Yeah. I said, man, you gotta throw Meg on there. She's probably the hottest right now as far as everything. She, you know, every time you turn around, you hear her, see her.
Okay. I didn't mean to put you under that pressure, you know, those rapper pressure.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, this is my last question. Not even a question. How did you come up with that dance? When you was on the what was the thing Swizzy and them do?
Knock yourself out.
On the verses. How did you come up with that dance?
What, on Versus?
On Versus.
That was just a day, man. That was just, you know, I was drinking the special. I was drinking the top of the line Douce, the premium one. So
the strong stuff.
Yeah, it's smoother, but it's stronger. So once it finally threw me in the full Nelson, it controlled my two-step.
Listen, my brother. You know, I am gonna take the time to not just say how much the game appreciates you, because when it comes to bars, which you've always held at a high level, and you've never sacrificed bar game for anything. The game appreciates you. That's number one. I I appreciate you. And I also want to say, I know sometimes with how long we've had a relationship. I mean, I probably met you, I don't know, 94, 95?
Yeah, you met me years ago. We go back, Flex.
I don't know how many of those, my brother. How many of those?
Nice one, man. We go back a nice pace.
Wait, that had to be, so if it's 2021, man, my brother, at least 25 years.
That's
more,
a fact.
And I know sometimes I'll speak for me, sometimes I may not always keep track of what's going on in the locks world. And, you know, I'm keeping it so 1,000 with you today. It's why this record it meant so much to me. Because I know we've had more good times than bad. I know we've had some bad times too, my nigga. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes you had to say, Flex, what the fuck? Where are you? You got us? and it always feels different coming from you because I know you never call me, man. So I just want to say I've appreciated you, man, and I appreciate you, my brother, and I appreciate the locks. I hope the next thing that we could do one day is I would love to have on this platform where I'm putting out this music. I'd love to do a locks record at some point. I'd love to, you know, and I appreciate you, my brother. You know what I mean? I really want to let you know that I appreciate you. You know, and listen, you shocked me when you sent that beat back because I know you're always at 10, my nigga. I know you're always at 10. But you save 15 for your albums. There's a difference of a feature.
I save that gear like Bron in the playoffs, man. I got an extra gear that I don't like to show these people.
Yeah, I know there's like I know your feature verses, maybe because I've known you so long. And I know, like, and you did that song like it was for your album, and don't think I didn't notice that, my brother, because I know when I get to a second verse of Kiss, and that level's going higher, this is, I appreciate you, my brother, and love to the end, we gonna ride out to the end.
Appreciate you, world, get ready for this video, man, we going all the way up.
And listen, and I don't want this to be said wrong to everybody that's tuning in. Oh, shit. Lord, man. Lord.
Hey, we doing the numbers, Flex. Numbers, my nigga.
Oh, Lord. Yo, no, I know what it is. When he started naming the rappers. He started naming the rappers and started panicking. Yo. Listen, my brother, that's what everybody wanted, bro. Everybody loves your take on you know, for people who don't know, me and Kiss haven't decided yet, but we still recording.
No doubt.
We don't know why. We're just recording. And if you are an up-and-coming producer, hold on, man. I gotta take a picture of that. God, Lord. Can you take a picture of that? Oh my God. Can you take a
I'm screenshot.
Damn, they love Kiss.
They love us, bro.
So, you know, we for everybody out there, me and Kiss were doing we don't know what we're gonna do with it. We're just continuing to record. And I've been collecting some joints, and Kiss has, and man, look, feel free. You can DM me.
Send us some heat, man. Send that heat over.
Now listen,
right time to heat. Tell them, Flex.
Like the heat that we dropping tonight is the heat that we looking for. You know, Def Jam, we love y'all, and I know y'all wanted to. I know.
They gonna get on board, Flex. Don't worry about it. EP, I love you. Ike, I love you. They gonna get on board after we get everything right. They gonna follow suit.
So, Kiss, I'm thinking, are we thinking mixtape or are we thinking with something? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We gonna talk off the air before we get to 20,000 people in here.
Listen, we appreciate y'all. And I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. The video's going to drop. Man, shout to Juggernaut, who shot the video.
Juggernaut is ill, dog.
I like him. I like him a lot. Let me tell you something. I have a lot of fun with Juggernaut because, he loves hip-hop. So he understands, Yo, I'm going to be honest. The first edit, I'm going to tell you a secret. The first edit, we got back to the video, right? He had all the footage on every one of your bars and verses. I said, fam, we have to show some cars. We have to show some cars. We can stay on Kiss. I get it. And you listening?
Gotta show it, but you was right though, because when I get a lot of feedback from the clips, niggas love the song, the beat, the hook. They love them fucking cars too. They like, yo.
Shout to the beat.
Yeah,
shout to the BBS boys who came through, and who's the guy the jacket? I know I forgot the guy, my guy over there for the jacket, the puff, the leather. But just that if me and Kiss whatever we're gonna do, that was our only theme joint. We went to the tongue on that one. We gave you you know why? We want to get rid of that so you don't keep asking us.
Yeah,
and there it is.
You're all welcome now. You're welcome.
Yeah. We gave you Garucci, right?
Garucci.
Shout to Garucci Leathers. They made my leather bomber. And listen, so that was our theme. All right, we 2021 moving on. And be honest, we're really looking for young producers, man. I'm not being disrespectful, please. When I say young, meaning you don't have to be young in age, but, if you haven't had opportunity or whatever, send us those tracks. Dark, and, not too many, nothing happy, man. Dark.
Unhappy.
Yeah, think Clue Tape. If you think Clue Tape, you know exactly where we want to go. All right? Think Clue Tape. Thank you, my brother, and love you.
All right, love you, baby.
All right, man. Joe, be safe in Atlanta, my brother.
All right.
Yes, sir. That was kind of it. Somebody added Champagne Poppy. That's my guy, man. Why y'all doing that? I like Drake.
You got some clowns in there.
Yeah. Got my lipo jumping off kind of all right, man. Mayor, what up, bro? I'm going to bounce out of here in a second. You sending that beat pack? If you got beats, DM me, send me whatever you want to do. Josh X, what up, my brother? Chef, what's going on? Rocky, what up?
Josh Santos. Josh Santos.
Josh.
Josh X.
Drama, what up, bro? Drama, man.
Are we looking for Lady London?
Drama, I need you. Drama, I need Jack Harlow on my album, and I need whatever else artists you working on, Drama. I know you fuck with Heat. Drama. Please. Man, hit me back in those comments, nigga. You know I'm looking for Jack Harlow. Please.
Did he send a request?
He might disappear. No. He did?
No, I'm looking.
Nah. We would have got him.
No, he did.
Let's hit him up. I just hit him up. I just hit you with a request, Drama. Don't pick me up. Pick me up, my brother. Pick me up. Oh, he may not. Oh, no, there you go. Drama, what up, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, okay. Let me, before you even say anything, I'm going to take time right now and apologize to T.I. All right, Drama? Because I'm going to tell all the world, Drama will stop speaking to me for a second.
You know, I had to ride with my man. I had to ride with my guy.
Let me take this time. Listen, if anybody out there knows T.I., I think the way I heard him talking about Busta in New York and 50 Cent, it took me to a place. It just took me to a place of being competitive. You know, we was trying to shout to Busta, man. He was trying to link us. When he first wanted to link, I wasn't ready. Then when he wanted to, when I wasn't ready when he wanted to link, and then when I was ready, T.I. wasn't ready. I apologize, man. I'm giving my opinion, man. Just like, you know, stop, T.I. You know I love you. I'm the biggest T.I. fan, man. I was hurt the way he was talking about 50 and Busta. I ain't gonna lie. Shit was bothering me, my man, in my heart. It was bothering me. It was bothering me. See, I cleared that up, all right, Drama? I cleared it up.
Fair, that's fair. I'm a related message. Yeah, I'm a related message for you.
Please, man.
I still want to get you guys on a face-to-face convo.
I will. I'd love to, man. I'd love to. Listen, I hate to be one of those people too. I don't believe the bullshit that's going on. Like, you know, social media has become that place sometimes for situations like those that, you know, sometimes you can be made guilty just from the internet, man. Sometimes niggas don't wait for the outcome, man. Mm-hmm. You know, nasty, but you know, nasty. But I appreciate you, Drama. You never led me wrong with an artist, bro.
Nah, I told you, man. I told you. You know, I keep my ear and my pulse to the concrete.
Yeah, because when you brought Jack Harlow, I'm looking at him like. Then when he started spitting, I was like, no, this is something.
Yeah, you know, and then still, like, even if I think about it, that was about a year ago to right now, and that was before even What's Poppin' jumped off, like, before it really got crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then right after that, you know, right around that time when we did just shit, and What's Poppin' took off, so.
I mean, Drama, since you're here, you heard the questions I was asking Kiss. Since you here, Drama. Since you fucking here.
Oh, you want to go? We can go.
I need DJ Drama's top 10. I need your top 10 artists, your top 10 rappers. I need your top 10.
We're going all time, right? So we're not doing like
this. Let's do all time. Let's do all time.
All right, let's go all time. Top 10. We're going to do 10. No order, right? Just we're going.
No order. I can. You know, that's a pass I'm giving you.
I got you. Okay.
Because when you do not doing the order, yes, no order.
All right, so I'm gonna go Hove.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Drake.
Okay.
Let's go 3000.
You know, when I pick Andre 3000, people get all mad at me, and I know a lot of niggas can't fuck with Andre 3000 on that mic.
That's crazy why they would even get mad at you for that.
Andre 3000 was Melody before Melody in his verses.
Real shit. He was the precursor to a lot.
Absolutely. So we got three. We got Drake. No, sorry. We got Jay-Z. We got Drake. We have Andre 3000.
Yeah. Biggie. I'm gonna go Snoop. Let's go Nas.
That's number 6.
That's 6. Go Wayne.
A lot of people don't pick Wayne in their top 10 because they forget.
Yeah, I can't forget. I mean, you know, people go. It's hard when because Flex, we dealing with a culture that's damn near 50 now. So it's a far gap between Rakim and Little Baby per se. You feel me?
Correct.
So that makes it tough at times.
Remember when Wayne used to have artists waiting outside the bus? because he had the studio in the bus spitting out them verses.
He was knocking them down. I never seen a work ethic like that. That nigga's insane.
Now, is he? Do we credit him with changing the game to multiple records coming out, not always through a label and flooding the market?
Yeah, I think he was the first real flooder like that, where it just became overly saturated, where that became such a positive thing. Where we was looking at this nigga like every corner he had a verse on something.
Yo, you snapshotting this? We up to like 15,000. You gotta take care of us. Wait. Okay, so then Wayne, or now who else? I think that, what's that, 7?
What was that, 6 or 7? 6?
7.
That's 7. I said Nas. What am I forgetting? I'm gonna put Fab in there. Fab's in my top.
Okay.
Go Fab.
I think Fab was a little disturbing.
Yeah, I know Fab was mad at you. What did you say? You said some great. What did you say? You said, what was it, Kiss over Fab or something?
Let me tell you about Drama. Drama don't comment on stuff, but he pay attention to everything. He pay attention to everything. Because he made sure he said it, Fab, and paused. Okay, listen. You know what? Fab is, I think for Fab to be successful, he actually dumbed his bar game down, correct? To make those big records. And I guess,
we gotta think of the consistency over the years, Flex. Like
he has. I guess you know,
aged a lot better than 90% of rappers do at a time. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. You mean Fab?
Absolutely.
I agree. I think, you know what it is, maybe? I think, when I think, like, to me, and then this is a good thing, then you could steer me if I'm right or where I'm at. Styles, Kiss, Chic, Fab, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jay and Nas are top of the pinnacle, correct?
Facts.
You know, damn near untouchable.
That's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, and a Mount Rushmore that's been proven to be like, oh shit, look at those guys, right? So I guess for my top 10, and when I'm talking about rappers, I mean, if we're just talking New York rappers, right? And I'm gonna let you finish your list because I don't want to use that. What was he at?
2 more. I think we're at 8.
2 more. Well, let me let you finish. Well, no, we're on the Fab talk. So I guess if I had to go top New York, to me is that Jay, that Nas, Rakim is there for me somewhere. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, Jada is there for me when you're talking New York rappers. And I guess he would be top. I guess Fab would be in there. He'd be in there too. All right.
I see where you're going with it, but I mean...
Kiss or Fab? Kiss or Fab for you? Kiss or Fab?
I mean,
it's a tough one?
Yeah, it's a tough one, but I'm gonna go Fab. I just, you know, when it comes to like what's in my Serato, I personally listen to more Fab than I do Kiss per se.
I think we play more Fab. I think we play more Fab in the club, right? And I think punchlines for me is Kiss. That's for me, right? You got 2 left on your 10.
I'm gonna give one that, you know, because it means so much to my career too. I'm gonna have to put Black Thought in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Thought in there.
Did that freestyle at all?
I didn't need a convention.
You already there?
Yeah, that was I told you so moment for me. You know,
I slept on Black Thought in the 90s, 2000. I slept.
That nigga's been a problem.
I slept.
been a problem. And then my last one, I'm gonna go. I'll say Pac. I didn't say Pac yet, right? I put Pac in there.
I think Pac is. I think Pac. Pac had so much material, right? That he had left over afterwards, which was.
And I'll put Pac in there just for more than anything for legacy purposes and just culturally for his impact on rap.
He was a very good storyteller on with some of those titles he had. Like especially the ones a little bit before he was on death row. I thought he was like. I thought he was like. I don't know what my favorite. See, my favorite is Get Around. Just because of the way he used to step down in that club. I like that. What about you? What's your top 5 current artist, Drama? Top 5 current artists right now, this second.
Top 5 current artists.
Your volume went funny a little bit.
What about now?
Yeah, like who's your top 5 guys right now? Last 2 years, right now.
Top 5: Jack Harlow, Little Baby, Roddy Ricch. Let's go. Moneybagg and Drake.
Yeah.
Niggas, like, when we say Drake was still, as long as he's still been here in the last decade, he's still been dominant even in these last couple years. Like, I still think it'd be unfair to leave his name out of the conversation.
Drake doesn't get credit because, me and you have never talked about it, but I just listen. My only thing that gives me the only thing that gives me a slight cloud and keeps him out of my all-time favorite list, because people get mad at me when I say this, but he would be my number 1 choice if there wasn't a question sometimes, right?
Yo, by the way, you was disrespectful when you put that asterisk and put questionable pen. You a funny nigga, yo. I was dying. I said, yo, Flex does not stop. He really put questionable pen. But you know what's gonna get under his skin when it was the only niggas that had on there was questionable pen was him and Ye. We know he takes it very seriously.
But you know what
when it comes to
I lost your volume. No, hold up. You gotta say that again. There's volume now, right? You hear him?
It's a delay.
I can't hear you now, Drama.
What I was saying that I think when you talk about questionable pen when it comes to Ye and when it comes to Drizzy, he takes it a little more seriously when we're talking about his pen per se. You feel what I'm saying?
Kanye came in the game. Now,
Kanye is cool with it. Drake don't like it.
It. Drama, in his defense, listen. I remember when people didn't think the singing was cool, and then they grew to love it because it was great music and great records. It took a long time for us to accept that we are okay with if you choose to sing on whatever the rapper is. If you choose to sing on this one or you choose to rap on this one. And I think he does that well. I think a lot of artists ran with that formula.
I mean, the whole game in a sense could be classified as like Drake babies if we really want to put it in context. You really can't be a rapper these days without having melody. No. And we all like.
You can, but you'll be underground.
You'll be underground. Period. I mean, like, a whole new crop, whether it's J.I., whether it's, A Boogie, whether it's Blast, like Roddy. Like a lot of niggas, are singing. And I'm not saying, I'm sure they have other influence and inspirations, but Drake made it to where you can't go without melody in today's rap society. You feel me? But my thing has always been, we've had these conversations offline and somewhat online at times, but I don't, regardless of, like, his pen is still, it can't be questioned to me, because when a nigga's to a point where he's already dominated the game for so long and proved himself, even for writing for others, I never saw how that really could be taken as a debt per se in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? When the pen is already been proven. And I get the conversations, of course. I honestly, and I wasn't right in the mix of it as you was, but I never looked at it like that. I still think when it's all said and done, he might have that top slot.
You know what it is? The Mount Rushmore is so heavy. It's so heavy. I mean, and depending on what part of the world you're in, that Mount Rushmore might change a little bit, right? But when you have the Biggies and you have the Jays and you have the Nas's, right? And we can really confirm, and with you being here, Drama, I know you confirm this. When you talk about Jay-Z, you talk about Biggie, you talk about Nas, could they have gotten some help with a hook or a bar here and there?
Of course.
In the studio with a producer? I mean, we know those stories.
I mean, but we've literally seen it on record. I mean, Timberland was in there going like this, or Pharrell was basically, giving concepts and ideas for records, while they were working per se. And I know that people might look at that as necessarily being different as like actual bars being written or however it's told, but like, I just, I just don't, I don't know. I mean, I just don't think that when it's all said and done, that's going to take away from, the greatness per se.
And it's kind of rude. I mean, Drama, you've been in the studio, I've been in the studio. It's rude not to listen to somebody's advice in the studio.
Shit.
It's like rude. Like you kind of like invited in. And if you hear the guy do it, he cared for it. And if he doesn't do it, he wasn't really jacking that. Mm-hmm. And I think, I think I should take this time. Listen, we only know. I want to say no.
Is he going to be better than Jay-Z when it's all said and done?
Say that again.
Is Drake going to be better than Jay-Z when it's all said and done?
Everybody hated for me when I answered this before, Drama. If it wasn't for the pen, see, questionable pen is okay for if you want to be number one entertainer. He's number one entertainer. I'll give him right. Now a great.
No, but like I know, he's from the cloth. He cares about. He's not thinking about that.
Yeah, I know.
When it comes to those
You're
bars.
Right. He's there. I think if there was no question of his pen, I mean, he would be number one for me because, I mean, you know what? He's really holding. There was a point where he was really holding two titles. Mm-hmm. He was wearing the bar title, and he was wearing the singing title.
Facts.
Right, like we could say there was a few years there he had both titles. Mm-hmm. Am I right to say this? Did he single-handedly get rid of the R&B artists?
1,000%. 1,000%.
That's so crazy, right?
100,000%. We don't listen to R&B songs like we listen to rapper R&B songs. I mean, the nigga's on steroids, like. And, we got to give him credit for that. Like, he does it all. Like, shit's fucking Barry Bonds. He came in the game. It was just different.
I noticed when I asked Jadakiss's top 10 and yours as well, I noticed Eminem wasn't in it. I just saw somebody that I know. Shout out to Danielle. She just did that. Why? There was a point, Drama, where...
M was always in the top.
Like You remember when he rhymed with Jay, and then people were, now. I didn't think, that's just my opinion. I thought they were both great verses. I didn't think he washed Jay. I don't know what you thought. Just your opinion. I thought it was even to me.
Yeah, it was even. It was even to me. It's kind of based upon the type of rap you might, find yourself flocking to per se. So I don't know if wash is the right word.
Why do you think he gets so much? Why do you think in 2021? Because I've been trying to figure this out. I know he had a little run-in with Snoop. It's always about bar talk, too. It's always about record talk, I notice, where, I don't know, is it people seem to, the credit they were giving him in those 2000s, I want to say to 2010, maybe even 2015, and all of a sudden now, people don't place Eminem. The songs get different. His bars ain't different.
Honestly, I think some of it just may have to do with like his personality in a way of being somewhat of a recluse, like kind of away from the game. Because even when he pops his head up, he still goes on to sell multiple records. Like when you really listen to him, he's not like, if you're a connoisseur of bars, like he's still top notch. You know what I mean? Like his style has changed over the years per se, where, as I'm in the earlier years, I would gravitate to an Eminem song more than I might these days. But I mean, he still can arguably, he can arguably be in contentions with, anybody on the list I named per se. So he might not be on my list, but I would never argue if his name comes up without question. Still one of the greatest.
Now, why does Royce the 5'9" not find as much success as Eminem? Just from you drama, from outside looking in.
I mean, he hasn't had the success when it comes to records, to albums, to projects. Lyrically, he's up there. He's close. So
he's never been on the right label. He's never been.
Right. Royce is going to be on like the top 10, one of the most underrated MCs of all time. Like he's on that list.
Do you have a top 10 underrated?
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you have a top 10 underrated?
Let me think if I could do a 10.
I got
underrated.
one, G-Rap.
G-Rap. I got another one for you. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson.
Fred the Godson, absolutely.
If we talking freestyle, that was probably the number one freestyle on your show ever, in my opinion.
I thought it was dope too.
Yo, Fred shit, that shit was insane. To this day, I can still turn it on and hear bars.
It was how clever it was, right?
So fucking clever. Every word of it. G-Rap can go on there. I could put Black Thought on that list.
Okay.
Underrated. I kind of feel like Big Sean is underrated.
I agree. I think, and I hope I can say this in a safe place, Sean's albums was wowing me. And it's not that I didn't like the last one bar-wise, because I actually, drama, music is in an unfair place now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you damn near have to have some similarity to what's on the top of the chart to even creep. Like, we don't come from that, but it seems that
it's different.
Yeah, but not in a bad way. Like, it just in I think, could Big Sean do exactly what your favorite rapper is doing right now? I think yes, times 10. I think the question is, does he want to? And I think that might be like because I'm a big Sean fan, and I asked my son the other day, what did he think about the last album? And he was like, it was okay, but I didn't love it. And I don't know. Are we getting away from body of work? Is that no longer appreciated in the game?
Yeah, I don't know if it means as much as it may once have been. But I still think at the end of the day, regardless of anyone as to a degree of how hot you are, how big your records are. What differentiates from good to great and the upper echelon that we're talking about, you still have to come with an album that is undeniable or considered a classic for you to be in those conversations. You'll never be in a conversation like that if you don't have one of those projects. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we're always going to praise Ross or Jeezy or even Baby. You know what I'm saying? These are guys that have come with bodies of work that are like that stand up. If you're just coming with records, like it's just not the same. I still think that matters. I definitely still think that matters.
I appreciate your time today, John. This is such a bonus for me.
I got a question for you because this is. I need to hear from a New York perspective, and I don't want you to. I don't want you to be biased because I'm on the phone, but
okay, I'll be honest.
And let's talk mixtapes, and let's talk.
Okay. You want my favorite? Is that what you're gonna ask me?
I want your favorites. I want your favorites.
Damn, bro. All right. I got to be able to say my favorites with reason why.
Okay.
Clue is my favorite.
Okay.
Because this is my top five. It's my top five.
Your top five.
Clue is my favorite because not just quality. I feel like he changed it a little bit from a party perspective to exclusive songs. But not just exclusive garbage. Clue's top 10 was probably the most important top 10 of that time. So Clue's important for me because I think it would have died if it didn't reinvent. Capri is important for me because it was the energy, like Brucey and Love Bug and Hollywood. Those were great tapes with missing a little bit of structure. They were great moments, like more nightclub moments than actually home. Capri
felt like you was there. They made you feel like you was there.
Yeah, like Capri started to make me feel like a little home vibe. So I got Capri, I got Clue, I got Capri. I'm going to tell you why your segment was so important. Was once again we could have died again because it definitely. In our New York feel, it had slacked. It had slacked. It had went away. It wasn't. There was a bite. There was a brightness, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real. And maybe what the hour. I'm gonna say hour, even though I'm not a mixtape guy. But I think I had that problem on the radio too. Is the tapes were not allowing in the rest of the world.
Gotcha.
On the radio and the tapes, and I think your Gangsta Grill really made me appreciate artists I would have never taken a look at, and as well as the rest of the world. So, if I had so Clue, Capri, Drama, doo-wop is important for me because
me too.
That 95 Live is it 95 Live? Because he like listening to his tape and how heavy he was going on the freestyles.
So crazy.
But you know who I used to really love, Drama? He had this rapper called Snagglepuss.
I remember Snagglepuss on the tape.
Hard.
From the Bounce Squad. Yeah, from the fucking Bounce Squad. He used to go crazy.
I love that guy. Yo, if I could have stolen a rapper from him, I wanted to steal Snagglepuss because Cause the cartoon, he rhymed like him. That shit was so hard.
It's crazy. Nah, Snagglepuss was out of here.
And they swag. I remember they had a song, rock, bounce, roll, skate. That shit was so hard.
I remember that.
So if I had to, so Clue, Capri, Doo-Wop, Drama.
Got one
I'm
more.
gonna give you my last. And I got 4. I got 1 left.
You got 1 left.
Ron G.
Ron G.
Yeah, listen.
Ron, he changed the game. He changed the game.
So,
would there be R&B records over hip hop beats if it wasn't for what Ron was doing? I mean, that was the first time I'd heard it.
Now, for Capri, right? I remember I was on 125th Street.
Was Capri doing it first?
Well, he was doing it. Well, he was doing it different because I think Ron was also experimenting with new artists and new acapellas, and like with the Miss Jones thing.
Yeah.
But I remember there's a McDonald's on 125th, and I caught a flat tire. This is 91, 90. Stephanie Mills, Something in the Way You Make Me Feel.
I remember that when he was bringing it in.
Please cut and impeach the president.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just cutting it though.
And remember, he was letting the vocals ride for a minute. He was cutting it. It was epic. Epic when it was just the acapella playing. Bring it in. You got to be from the cloth to really appreciate.
I know where Capri used to throw it in from. I've been up and I've been down, and then by the time he get to the in shaky ground, and that's it, it's gone. But then he would pull it back. But when I was on this corner drama, 10 cars, but they're playing a different part of this same Kid Capri tape. Mm-hmm. So they're playing a different piece, but it's the same Stephanie Mills blend. And Ron G, I was in front of Club 2000, and he just dropped the tape. And Miss Jones was on it. And she was singing, she did Real Love, but she was saying, Ron G, I'm talking about Ron G. Oh my God.
There's some shit at the time to make you be like, fuck, I gotta come with something better, give up, right?
Yeah. I like Diaz Brothers too, but...
shout out to Tony Toka. And I gotta salute the S. I definitely always gotta salute the S. For me, S is the first... That was the first tape I ever heard was S's old school tape that made me want to be a mixtape DJ, so...
I would tell you, SNS had this tape that I really enjoyed, and it might have been, I don't know if it was with him and Craig G, but I think he started it with Ain't No Nigga, Jay-Z. And we were riding down to North Carolina. We had this SNS tape on so long. Like, you know what it is with S? And I want to we should place him in the underrated too, as well, even though he's known. He was, between, this is Capri Clue time, so it was hard for him to be appreciated because he rocked the club super hard.
Right, you feel like the crown went from Capri to Clue? Like that was the...
Yeah, well, there was a point, and I think it was, the labels had a big... The labels were key, too, sometime with who the next guy was. Mm-hmm. Because, you put your name in, but then you needed the support, the labels not to shut down. And I think, I think sometimes they pick favorites,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Camilo on the comments, too. Camilo said Tony touched 50 MCs, of course.
No, it's a hard tape.
That was a game changer. But
50 MCs was hard.
But not Flex.
Camilo, let's be clear. That Doo-Wop 95 Live.
That was the one. It was
a different animal.
They came out around the same time too, so both of those tapes really had a huge impact. Like that was when niggas really, because of 95 Live, you had to literally have an exclusive, somebody like rapping on your tape, like not just from a record, like that shit changed. What's interesting to me is hearing you say you're not a mixtape guy, and I don't think myself or the world necessarily looks at you like that, even though you were in the game. You like, you made a lot of stride even from that point too, and even from the album perspective, Flex, like, just for a moment for me to give your flowers publicly, like, I know I could say this along with a lot of us, like, there would be no DJ Drama if it wasn't for 60 Minutes of Funk, you know what I'm saying? Those volumes and beyond everything you was doing, bro. Like, I mean, you just like, you literally, with a blueprint to like, beyond just what you had to do on them turntables, like what you had to do when you wasn't on those turntables. You know what I'm saying? From the marketing perspective, crushing every field around, the music. Like you just, like, you're the reason for a lot of my success, and, me coming up, watching what you was doing and really laying the, just laying the blueprint that we all followed to get here, man. I just wanted to salute you for that. Like,
I appreciate you, man. And I had fun doing it, I had, Steve Rifkin, who I appreciated then, but I've grown to appreciate more because I didn't understand the business, so I used to argue with him sometimes a lot, unnecessarily, because Leora and them was always in my head. So shout out to Leora, but I'm just being honest. But Loud, I'm gonna tell you something, Drama. I've said to a few people, Loud actually gave me 40 grand. Please, Steve, don't get upset with me. They gave me a record deal and gave me, I think the album was 40 grand. I think so at the time. And it was just, they didn't care if I turned the music in. You see where I'm going with it, Drama?
Yeah, so they didn't even...
I'm on the radio 7 nights a week.
Yeah, that wasn't even...
If the guy don't turn it in, so what?
We get what we need.
Shout to Jessica Rosenblum.
Shout to Jessica.
There was a young man, and I swear I'm going to remember his name. Shout to Dan Small, shout to Rich Isaacson, just everybody. But Jessica was like, are you going to record? And I was still signed to Nervous Records. So shout to Mike.
Yeah, because what was the record you put out on Nervous?
I had a couple joints there, but
there was a hot one too, though. I remember. Damn, which one was it?
What was that guy? Michael Weiss was the guy that owned it. So, I just went in. I just started to record. I had never really been in the studio heavy, and I just started, and it started to come together. And there was a guy at Loud Records. Because I don't know if you remember, Drama, the word mixtape was a big word when you didn't care who the DJ was. You just have the college kids used to just say, I got a mixtape, which meant the songs went together.
Like compilation type.
Before that, it was clue tape, drama tape, or, you know what I mean? It was the artist, it was the DJ's tape. So he said to me, why don't you just call it a mixtape? I was like, what's a mixtape? He said, well, that's what, because I'm used to Capri tape or Clue tape or whatever. So they said that, and then, they're gonna slice me?
No, I'm saying the video's dropping in 2 minutes.
So, in all of that, I started to record and got an opportunity. Drama, they only signed me for 2 albums, and I went gold on the second one.
And then you went to
Don't get mad. BMG and Steve Rifkin, they keep taking me to dinner. They keep talking with me. They keep I want to meet with you. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, what are they talking to me for? My deal was up. So they was like, this dumb motherfucker then went gold. Now we got to deal. But I thank Steve for that opportunity, man. It's a great opportunity, man. We dropping this video in 2 minutes?
Yeah.
What time is it?
1.5 minutes.
What time is it?
It's 9:50.
Shit. They didn't cut us off?
No, don't do that no more.
Oh, okay. Drama, I appreciate you, my brother.
My brother, I love you, man.
And love will always continue to success. You have an amazing ear as well as
Good
being
luck.
an amazing DJ and so groundbreaking. You're so humble, my brother. You are so humble.